It's playtime with the Sleepy Boys.
Don't forget to check out w.gg and use the promo code SleepyBoys for 10% off your order.
You know, that's what Louis C.K. first looked like when they found out that he was jerking off in front of women.
He was jerking off in front of women? Good for him.
Yes, that's why he got in trouble.
Good for him. You know,
no!
stand up for what you believe in, Louis.
No, stop it!
Oh, come on. Ezra Miller can get away with literally kidnapping people, but as soon as Louis C.K. pulls his wiener out in front of women... God.
Someone was asking me about if I was going to go see the Flash movie. I was like, fuck that, dude.
I don't think I'm going to see it, and I really want to. Because
I only want to see it because of Michael Keaton, yeah.
I know. Isn't it crazy how that movie focused on Michael Keaton so hard so people would forget about fucking Ezra Miller?
I'm so mad at WB. I can't support anything WB does anymore.
I know.
I only want to get Hogwarts Legacy so I can go on a murder spree in Hogwarts. So we can finally answer that question that Gavin asked us all those years ago back at Hops and Heroes.
I don't know if I was a part of this conversation.
I think you were. He asked, I'm paraphrasing here, what do you think school shootings at Hogwarts would look like?
I really don't think I was there for... I don't know if I was there for Gavin.
Oh, you might not have been, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Jeff was there, and yeah, this kid was... Like, you know, like when...
Yeah, Jeff was there after I left.
No, Jeff was just
forcibly
there shopping.
Removed.
No, Jeff was just there shopping. He wasn't working.
Well, I also tried to make sure I wasn't there when Jeff was there.
That's
so.
fair. No, so what happened was... So Gavin was one of the volunteers we had around the same time Jeff was a volunteer. And
yes, but we had Jet first.
Yeah, we had Jet for like 3 years, yeah. So Gavin was the kind of volunteer, I feel like it was mandatory volunteering that he had to do, like, because his mom would drop him off every time he came in and, like, make us sign paperwork for him. So
okay, he was a delinquent.
I wouldn't say he was a delinquent. I think he was just more of like...
Yeah, so to answer your question, I was not there for Gavin.
Right, yeah. Anyway, so Gavin was weird. Like, every time he would come in, he would ask us to put on, like, Santa buddies and fucking spooky buddies like that. You know, the Air Bud spin-off movies, which was weird.
Yeah, I wasn't there for that. That's weird.
That's really weird.
Okay, whatever.
And
people are weird.
People are weird. He was really weird. And then he would just get on his laptop and get on Discord for, like, 6 hours while he was there. Like, didn't actually do anything. You know, kind of like what I do when I'm at work. And,
So he was like Aaron when he worked at Illuminidal?
I didn't know Aaron worked at Illuminidal. But okay.
He was doing graphic design. He does graphic design for us.
Oh, okay. That's different then. Gavin would just get on Discord with his gamer buddies and bullshit for the rest of the time he was there. Anyway, neither here nor there. So we're standing there watching. I think I was tired of him asking about fucking snow buddies. So I put on Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire because I was like, that's probably one of my favorite ones of the books and all that. And as we're standing there watching it, me and Jeff were standing there watching it, talking about like some new Batman series that was coming out. I think it was around the time they announced the new Batman Ninja Turtles crossover, because they've done 3 of them at this point, or 4 of them, whatever.
Sure.
And then Gavin walks over, looks up at the TV, sees Harry Potter, he's like, so what do you think a school shooting at Hogwarts would be like? Do you think they'd use like real guns or just their wands? And I was like, call your mom, tell her it's time for you to go home.
That's pretty fucking funny, though.
It was. It would have been funnier. I would have laughed at it more if there weren't like 5 people with children in the room. So like, yeah, I had to send him home.
How is that any worse than any dumb shit thing Brian would come in and say?
I wasn't in charge of Brian. Brian was just there. I was in charge of Gavin. Oh.
One of our investors, Stan, who is salt of the earth, one of the greatest human beings, love him to death. His biggest fear was whatever. He was just terrified of anything Brian would say, because he's like, Brian is gonna get us shut down.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He is going to say something. He's absolutely get us shut down for something. So, he is always terrified of Brian.
A legitimate fear to have.
It's fair too. It's not unfounded.
No, we've all heard some of the shit. Heard some of the shit that Brian said on our show.
Unfortunately.
I do like the chaotic energy he brings to the show, but at the same time I'm like, oh no, what do I have to? When I'm going back in editing, I have to be like, fuck, I need to remember to take certain things out.
Look, I like the chaotic energy he brings too, but I have never yelled on the show more than I have since he's been on.
You mean when he starts fucking using his fucking belt grinder or whatever?
I hate it. No, it's not even his fucking belt grinder. He's just using his little handsaw.
He's making art, man.
I don't give a shit.
It'd be no different than if Key started strumming a guitar while we're recording.
Make art like the rest of us, alone in a darkened room where nobody else knows you're alive.
Take it easy, Shrek. It's all ogre for you now. I will say one of the best things.
Don't be overbearing.
One of the best things about being here with Angel is she actually appreciates my dumb humor.
When you're in Ohio,
I appreciate your dumb humor.
But puns.
Yeah, she really likes puns and then butt stuff.
Nothing but puns.
Well, good news.
She's got the right guy.
She found
here.
a keeper.
Yeah. Also, interestingly enough, when I was re-listening to the Fall Guys stuff, the one thing that I said was a keeper for me was a girl that watches listens to our podcast and actually thinks it's good, like actually enjoys listening to it, and then like.
Oh, I know, I remember, and I think I said something along the lines of that. Whoever that person is has to go through like a background check.
Yeah. Well, I've done the background check investigating
which I
myself.
still stand by.
Yeah, I've inspected the skeletons in her shed. Don't worry.
Oh my god. Speaking of skeletons in the shed, same day that you sent me that clip on the podcast of person who watches all of everything is when I found my therapy diary of I was to make a list of pie in the sky, what my perfect partner would look like. It was 2 pages long. He literally got every single marker point.
It was creepy.
Yeah.
Mm.
The scary thing was that it was dated February 12th of this year, so it's really concerning.
Yeah, I was man, I was thinking it the whole time.
No, apparently so I know that it wasn't.
A lot of eraser marks around this date.
Man, she misspelled my name like 6 times. Crazy. No, but I know that it was something that she wrote a while back because it was buried under a mountain of clothes in her kid's room that's been there since 2016.
I go through these moments where I get really exhausted by cleaning up after my kid. It's very draining for me, so then I just kind of give up on life for a bit.
Yeah, it happens. I don't blame her for that.
That kind of explains a lot of how my mom was.
Did your mom drink a lot of box wine by chance?
So my parents abstained from alcohol until we moved to Texas.
Really? Okay.
Yes, they did not. They might have had a glass of wine every once in a while at Christmas with my grandparents.
Okay.
But if they did, we never saw it. So when we moved to Texas and my parents started just openly drinking around us, it was shocking.
Were you shooketh?
Was very shooketh. We had a family meeting about it. Not that my parents called, but the kids called it.
Do you think your parents saw my parents drink wine around us more?
I don't know. I think they just started hanging out around people like your parents and some of the other parents, and wine was just always kind of a thing. And I don't know. I think part of it might have just been we were old enough that they were like, they can handle it, whatever. But even still, so it wasn't, we did not have hard alcohol. Like, we didn't have liquor in the house still. And we really didn't have beer, except maybe when my uncle would bring it over or someone would bring it over. But it was always just bottles of wine. That was it.
That thing just took off without
Maybe
you.
a drink would be, like a bottle of wine would be ordered at dinner or like a couple of glasses. It is not what it's been like for the past couple of years since like my dad and I do like whiskey trips.
Yeah,
and stuff.
I've been
like,
whiskey drinking
even-
with your dad, and that was a pleasant experience.
Yeah.
I had fun with that. I like your dad. He's definitely not what I remember
That was
from
a
when I was a
fun time.
churchgoer.
I also like my dad a lot more than I used to.
Fuck those flowers. I don't need the flowers. I'm doing a. You know what? Fuck it. I'm not getting any more flowers. We're just gonna do it.
I've always liked my dad. My dad thinks I didn't like him, and that was never the case. I just
You didn't
was
like that he didn't let
terrified
you.
of him.
You didn't like that you didn't let him. Or no, you didn't like that he wouldn't let you fuck me in high school. I know.
I mean, it's true. I mean, I've really missed out on you in your prime, but
Well, here's. I mean, honestly, I probably was in my prime, like right after high school.
I think your prime is now. We can prime you up later. A little bit of lube. That's all it takes.
Later? What later? I'm going to bed as soon as we're done with this.
That's okay. I just need the lube.
2 drums and a cymbal fall off a cliff.
But
She's been aggressively pegging me ever since I got here.
Yeah, because you're the first dude who's been like, yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm fine.
Actually, I think I'm the one that asked her if she would. I was like, "Hey, how do
Yeah,
you feel about
Probably, that sounds about right.
how do you feel about
Who was
being on
it?
top?"
It was Freud who talked about penis envy, wasn't he? Freud?
Oh, Freud.
Yeah,
I think you
but-
said Floyd, and I'm like,
Yeah, Pink Floyd.
Freud. Yeah, Jasmine, come on. You know, Pink
Hey,
Floyd.
Hey, Brandon, I have an idea for a band that we should start. You and me.
Oh, shocking.
It'll be called Pink.
I'm not doing anything Uncle Charlie.
No, Uncle Charlie doesn't have to be. It's called Uncle Freud. Oh no, wait, sorry.
Oh,
Pink,
no.
Pink Freud. You confused me when you threw Uncle Charlie into the mix. Pink Freud.
Pink Floyd sounds like it's just a lot of anal beads.
Yeah. So interestingly enough, though, like my parents started to be more open about alcohol when I was like 9-10 years old, living in Utah still. Except they're having friends over and having a couple of drinks was inviting my friends' parents over and then like wife swapping.
Always a fun time.
Oh fuck! This is the level that's kind of fucky. So I apologize in advance.
Jasmine, you said you were getting tired? I think Jasmine's gonna go to bed. I'm gonna stick around.
Here, I'll finish this level and then we'll call it a night because we all got to work in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I like to torture people with 27 alarms.
She has fucking 6 alarms every morning starting at 5:30.
You know what?
Five.
I can't get onto it that much because I also have a lot of alarms, but
I just don't
I have
trust
gotten to the
myself.
point where I don't wake up to them because I know the sounds too well.
Oh, I know. She doesn't either. You know what wakes her up? Me. I wake her up. I say, babe, please, for fuck's sake, turn off your alarm. And then her mom will call her. And I'll be like, babe, I need this to not be a thing because I need to sleep because I have to deal with assholes all day on the phone. And she's like, no, it's okay. I'll wake up with it, I promise. And then she doesn't.
That's funny.
I have temporary moments of death. I don't
It
wake
would
up.
be funny. It would be really funny on like a TV show or a rom-com. Not funny for me when I have to wake up 30 minutes and like I still have like an hour to sleep.
Jasmine was telling me something. She was like, "Oh, you know, it's just reading this thing. It's actually really bad for you to fall back asleep once you've waken up because your body restarts your whole sleep cycle."
Yes, it does.
So, you know, yeah. And I had never thought of it like that. I'm like, I always just thought like getting a little bit more sleep was more refreshing. Here's the problem, though. I can't. Like, I've always heard of this feet on the floor mentality. Like, oh, once you're awake, you just put your feet on the floor and then you just go and your body will just get with it. I have tried this theory multiple times and every time I do it, where I just get up and go from the moment my body's like, we're awake. 30 to 45 minutes later, I'm like, I need to go to sleep. I need a nap. I woke up too early. Like, I wasn't ready. My body was wrong.
I mean, to be fair, we took a 3.5-hour nap today. It was.
We had
I
a slumber
love
party
naps.
last night though with extra kid,
Oh my
and that
gosh,
was
that was-
exhausting.
Oh, I know. I heard about it.
Oh my god!
I heard about it.
Kids, I hate it. I don't want that kind of situation.
And then today my kid is like, so when can we do this again? And I'm just like, I don't want to do this ever again. This was exhausting.
You know, it's one of those things you never really think about it. Like when you're a kid, like, oh, but I want to have a sleepover. What's the big problem? It's not like you have to do anything. It's just friends hanging out. And then you realize you're like, yeah, there's a whole other fucking thing that you have to take care of that's not yours.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, more than likely, I mean, gosh, I'm remembering like most of the time when we were doing sleepovers, we were nightmares.
Yeah.
Like thinking back on it, like we weren't just playing video games. We were loud, rambunctious, going crazy.
Yeah.
On the weekend when your family is supposed to just be able to sleep.
When they're supposed to just chill. Yeah, I was always the asshole, like, neighbor kid that would go over to sleepovers and just cause trouble. I was the one.
Mark, you're like that now.
I know. I'm sorry to say, I was the one that would say, let's go in the bathroom and make slime so your mom doesn't know about it.
My god.
So last night,
What?
I
don't want to. I'm kids saying that they're going to make slime in the bathroom so their moms don't know about it. It's very concerning to me.
you know, like the slime obsession that kids have now, where they have to have all the fucking like putties and shit.
What?
You may not know about this. You don't spend a lot of time around kids. Okay, so there's this weird fucking thing.
Well, it would be weird if I did.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Like, like the cans of slime you can buy at the store and shit?
Like Aaron's Thinking Putty is a popular brand.
Oh, okay. So like GAC.
Yeah, that kind of thing. So,
Silly putty.
Angel's daughter has had some issues with slime in the past, getting it stuck in the carpet.
Slime is banned from the house.
As kids do. And from what we were told, the friend that came over last night was like, we should make slime, and was told we're not supposed to make slime. And the solution was, let's make it in the bathroom. Now the thing is I don't know if I trust what's been told to us or not. I don't have any eggs. Oh, I'm so fucked. Okay, at least he can't do any damage to me. But I can't do
He
it.
can't?
No, he can't hurt me. The little ones can't, though. Oh, he can push me to the lavas. Forgot about the lavas. Oh, I didn't swallow.
Do you see that sussy looking face he had?
There we go.
His eyes get all
He's
squinty and sus.
You can't. Okay, that felt racist.
What?
Is it the sus part?
I don't know, man. That felt weird to me.
I'm talking about a slime ball that makes a squint look with his eyes. If I made a squint look with my eyes, I'd look sus.
Oh, no,
Like I'm just mean mugging you from across the room.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I killed him, and now we can all go to bed.
Hooray! I'm not going to bed.
I know you're
but
not.
I appreciate that you gave me permission.
Brandon, you're allowed to go to sleep now, and we can finish.
Oh, thank you.
We can finish this another time because, like, fuck, I want to. This is farther than me and Jeff got. I'll say that. I don't think me and Jeff got past the first
Say what?
level. This is farther than me and Jeff got when we tried playing this. I don't think we got past like the first 3 levels.
Wee! Look at all that.